Good evening, friends. I deem it a honor and great privilege to be amongst you this evening at Vancouver for the inauguration of the British Columbia chapter of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. My heartiest compliments to all the members of this chapter for having got together, and it's a historic day in the history of the Institute because today we are opening the 24th overseas chapter of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. It's a great moment for us, and I'm so happy that today all of us have assembled here for this memorable occasion. I would like to compliment our new chairman of the British Columbia chapter of the Institute, Mr. Vijay Gupta, for having taken this initiative to form this chapter. And if today this chapter is being inaugurated, I think a lot of credit should go to Vijay Gupta. Let's give him a big round of applause. I vividly remember last year when I came to Vancouver to attend a CAPA board meeting, Confederation of Asian Pacific Accountants. It so happened that we were attending this program, and Mr. Vijay Gupta came to know that we had come to Vancouver. He met us, and then we had a cup of coffee. He took us out for dinner, and then I told him, Vijay bhai, how many chartered accountants are there in Vancouver? He says, Mr. Raghu, there are more than 50 chartered accountants. And I said, why don't you bring them together? Yes, we will do it. And I said, earlier the better. He said, give me 6 months' time, and I'm sure it will happen. But you know how it happens to form a chapter. You need to have 25 people coming together. And today, once we got the application from Vijay Gupta that yes, 25 of you are keen to form this chapter, we got the approval from the International Affairs Committee, the Executive Committee, and the Council of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. And we are very happy that this chapter would contribute a lot to the growth and development of the profession in Canada. I would like to compliment you. Canada is a lovely country, a nice place to live. And I'm happy to learn that the members of our profession here are highly respected. They are occupying very important positions in various companies. They're contributing a lot to the growth and development of Canada. And I would like to compliment each one of you for the hard work you're putting in. Because friends, today, Indian chartered accountants are recognized around the world. Our CA brand, that is the Indian CA, when you go around the world, the most happening place is the Gulf region. There are more than 8,000 CAs working in the Gulf region. You go to a place like Dubai, there are more than 2,000 CAs there. Abu Dhabi, about 600 CAs. Kuwait, Muscat, Oman, whole lot of CAs are there. And that is where we find a lot of activity for the profession. And our profession is doing extremely well in the Gulf region. Of course, attractive pay packages, tax-free income is what attracts a lot of Indian CAs to go to the Gulf region. The second happening country is Australia. Australia, we have 3 chapters. We have one in Sydney, the second one in Melbourne, and the third one in Brisbane. In Australia, we find that the pension sector, the banking sector, the IT sector is employing a lot of chartered accountants. And we see a huge, craze for the young CAs to go to Australia. Again, Australia, the quality of living is good, pay packages are good. Yes, tax rates are very high there. But nevertheless, we find a lot of activity happening in Australia. And we are shortly opening 3 more chapters in Australia. It's Perth, Adelaide, and then we're opening one in Canberra. And we hope that our initiatives in Australia will help the members to take up good careers in Australia. The third happening destination is Canada. Canada, currently we have only one chapter, Toronto chapter. We have the presence of Mr. Amit Goel, the chairman of the Toronto chapter, who has come here all the way to represent his chapter. Yesterday, I flew in from Delhi to Toronto, and we had the 8th gala dinner. They have the every year they do an annual function. They call it as the 8th gala dinner. A high-profile event. More than 350 chartered accountants and their families were present. And I would like to compliment Mr. Amit Goel for the good work he's doing for Toronto. and we are very happy that he's amongst us here. And British Columbia would be the second chapter, and we are very confident under the dynamic leadership of Mr. Vijay Gupta, this chapter would do a lot of good work for the growth and development of the profession here. Friends, what is very important is that now that we have created a chapter for you, each one of you present here should try to contribute your best as to how you can make a difference to the chapter here. What I've seen around when I've traveled around the world, meeting the members at various chapters, a chapter like this would provide an opportunity for you to meet together on common interests. Continuing professional development is something very important, relevant for all of us. Networking opportunities, opportunities for your families to get together. Of course, and then also you'll have an opportunity to provide the young CAs who want to come to Canada and take up jobs here in Canada. And I can assure you, we at the Institute are completely keen to support such initiatives, and I've assured Vijay Gupta that we are there to support all the activities of the chapter, because ultimately the chapters are the extended arms of the Institute. We also have a plan to set up a chapter in Calgary so that we could also help the members in that part of the, in Calgary, to see that they could also get together like how we are all here together. I would also like to compliment the entire managing committee for having agreed to take up new responsibilities. My only request to each one of them, yes, now that you are managing committee members, you need to take away an hour's time, 1 or 2 hours every week, and try to see how best you can help the chapter. I've requested the chairman to do a lot of activities. We have suggested to him what are the activities that is relevant for all of you here. And one big initiative which we plan to do is that facilitate more and more young CAs to come to Canada. Today what is happening is many chartered accountants who want to come to Canada are clueless. They really do not know whether we have a mutual recognition agreement with the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Canada. And today with all the institutes coming together, and our mutual recognition agreement has to be renewed. And we are continuing our discussions with CPA Canada to see how best we can facilitate more young CAs to come to Canada. Toronto chapter and Vancouver chapter and the British Columbia chapter would help us in this initiative. We are in talks with the CPA Canada to see how quickly this mutual recognition agreement with the new institute could be renewed so that more chartered accountants could come to Canada. Friends, on this happy occasion, I bring greetings to all of you from India, and for all of you here, I can only say India is a happening country. The entire world is looking at India. We have a new Prime Minister, a dynamic Prime Minister, who is keen to kickstart the economy, who is keen to see a resurgent India, who is putting a lot of efforts to see how best India could be the happening country, a lot of investments coming in. And I can very confidently say, because we work closely with the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, a lot of change has happened with the new government. We also have a new Finance Minister, Mr. Arun Jaitley, where we had the occasion of meeting him, inviting him to the Chartered Accountants Day celebrations at Vigyan Bhavan on the 1st of July. And let me tell you, friends, Mr. Arun Jaitley had full words of appreciation for the profession. He said, your profession has played a very important role in the growth and development of India, and we look forward to partner with you. We have a new agenda, and for ensuring that we achieve the new agenda, we require your participation. And as the president of the Institute, I assured Mr. Arun Jaitley that, sir, we are available 24/7. We are a family of 235,000 chartered accountants and 850,000 students. Second largest accounting body in the world. And when I said that we are there to support him, he was very happy. We have been closely interacting with the Ministry of Finance on the union budget, on the various new legislation that is coming in India. And I can only say very confidently that yes, India could be one favorite destination for many investors around the world. Having said this, as far as the Institute is concerned, as I said, the Institute being the second largest accounting body in the world, an extremely popular profession in India. Today, you find that a lot of students coming from simple backgrounds are keen to join the CA course because of tremendous job opportunities. We conduct campus in 17 locations, and the average pay package for a young CA is rupees 70,000. And today, We find simple students like 2 years back, daughter of an auto rickshaw driver from Mumbai, got her CA, the first rank in CA final. Recently concluded CA final examinations, we had a girl, daughter of a grocery store owner from Pune, getting a CA rank. We had another guy, son of a carpenter, getting a rank in CA final. These are all the success stories. We have been able to see a transformation taking place in their families the moment they become a chartered accountant. And we would like to support such students coming from simple backgrounds. And we have taken various initiatives to support students to pursue the chartered accountancy course. And in addition to this, another reason why the course is popular is because affordable. Today, doing a course in any of the colleges in India, either in a medical college, engineering college, you spend lakhs of rupees. But within rupees 25,000, a student can join the CA course and complete the CA course. But yes, the course is very tough. And our CA examinations are very, very tough. Today, the pass percentage continues to be at 3.2%. Last attempt, it was 7.2%. And whenever I go to the students' conferences, I tell all the students that CA examinations are the toughest examinations in the world, and the CA examinations will continue to be tough. That is a message we give to all the CA students. Friends, we are very keen to see that the best quality of students pass out of the CA course. We're not very keen to increase the numbers because we believe that if we as a profession should be recognized worldwide, we need to have the best talent coming to the profession. And today, passing the chartered accountancy course in India is not very easy. We're trying to support and the students to see how best they can become chartered accountants. Friends, coming to other initiatives, the institute, it's playing its regulatory role to perfection. We have a very vibrant disciplinary committee, ethical standards board, a peer review board, ethical, and then the financial reporting review board. And our interaction with the government is that they're happy with the way the institute is functioning. And we would like to assure the members present here that yes, we are interested in the welfare of the members. And whenever we get complaints against any of our members, we take action very quickly. Two new initiatives which we did this year was setting up a new committee for women members empowerment. Out of 235,000 members, 48,000 are women members. And as you know, in India, women members have challenges. They have to take care of their family. They have to take care of their children. And many a times, first 5 years, everything is fine. They're able to get into a good job. The moment they get married, they have commitments at home. And we find that they get disengaged from the profession. We found that this number was increasing. So we decided, why don't we launch a women's flexi working portal? And I'm happy to inform the members present here, today our flexi working portal is a big success. More than 2,000 women members have registered on the portal, and we have made a request to all the corporates around the country, all the CA firms around the country, that if you're looking at a woman member on a flexi working basis, please register yourself on the portal. What we thought was, it is our duty to see that the women members get connected back to the profession. Many a times, women members come to us and tell me, Mr. Raghu, my father wanted me to become a chartered accountant. I put in so much of hard work, but today I'm just a housewife. And she has tears in her ears, in her eyes. And when I said, what does your father say? My father was supporting me so much, but today he says, listen to your husband. And my husband tells, please take care of the children, please take care of the family. So these are situations which we have to accept. So what we decided was, why don't we help them? And we launched this flexi working portal. So one member can register on the flexi working portal and go to the neighborhood CA firm or a neighborhood corporate and work on a flexi basis. And this initiative was appreciated in the World Congress of Accountants in Rome that was held last week, and it was showcased in the project gallery. And I'm very happy to inform you, friends, that another new initiative which we did was for setting up reading rooms across the country. We found that many students did not have facility to study at home. They do not have private reading places. They do not have place to study for the examination. So we created 100 reading halls in the last 16 months. We went to the council, took an approval from the council, and I'm happy to inform you that around 100 locations we have set up reading rooms. Students come with their books, come to the institute and prepare for the examination. Again, this particular project was selected by the World Congress of Accountants and showcased in the project gallery. Going a step forward, we wanted to help the young members. Today, 50% of our young membership are below the age group of 35. They are not interested in traditional areas of practice like audit and taxation. They want to get into new areas of specialization. Today, a lot of new areas are coming in: forensic audit, fraud detection, IFRS implementation, ERP consulting, technology consulting, business consulting. And we want to encourage the young members to get into new areas. We have mapped their concerns. We have tried to understand what are the new things they want to do, and we are trying to support them through the Young Members Empowerment Committee. As far as students is concerned, we have launched a cloud campus so that they could download their audio lectures, video lectures, study material. And I can say that our institute is on par with any other professional institute around the world. In fact, we've embraced technology, leveraged on technology to deliver learning at the doorstep of the students and members. And for all of you here, what I would like to say is that the institute has leveraged on technology. We have said adopt lifelong learning as your mantra. What I personally believe, I've interacted with many members overseas. I find that learning is not adequate. And I find members back home spend more time on learning. We realize that yes, there's a need for us to deliver learning at your doorstep. And I'm extremely happy to inform you that we have launched a knowledge gateway for all of you. We have launched a digital library. We have launched a mobile app. We have e-learning courses. We have webcasts. We have video podcasts. We've embraced the whole of technology. I come from Bangalore, and as you know, Bangalore is a technology city. We have leveraged on technology last 8 months, and today you can, at the comfort of your home, listen to some of the top lectures of some of the top speakers in the country. I can only request each one of you present here to embrace lifelong learning as your mantra. Because friends, if we have to be successful in our career as professionals, our knowledge skill sets are very critical and important. And if you want to move up your career, until and unless you build new skill sets, you'll not be able to go up in your career. Finally, friends, I have a few suggestions for all of you. Number one, all of us are accounting professionals. Our core areas are accounting, finance, and today we find chartered accountants getting to a lot of new areas. But only one suggestion is that we need to understand that we have to focus on our core areas. Of course, many of us during the course of our jobs, we are drifted away from the core areas. We get into operations. But nevertheless, to the extent possible, you have to ensure that you don't drift away from your core areas of your profession, and you constantly update yourself on the developments taking place in the profession. Number two, be global. Today, what is happening, you can take up careers around the world. Today, for some reason, tomorrow you have a friend calling up from Singapore and maybe tell you, why don't you come to Singapore? There's an exciting job for you. You should not think, yes, here I've already come to Canada, everything is settled. No. You should be smart enough to pick up the opportunity and maybe settle down in Singapore. Today, what is important is that you need to be truly global. Only then you'll be able to become more successful. Number three, you need to specialize. Mr. Vijay Gupta was saying that Canada is one great opportunity for Indian professionals, and today so much of investments is happening from India to Canada and Canada to India. And if chartered accountants have additional skill sets, if they specialize, definitely I think it could be a great opportunity. We have 14 certification courses offered by the Institute, and we can support you, Mr. Vijay, in launching the certification courses here. The IFRS consulting course in Dubai, Muscat, Kuwait is a big success. If you want us to launch a certification course for the members on IFRS, we are ready to do that. Number four, adopt lifelong learning. As I said, we have leveraged on technology. Learning is available at your doorstep. Please adopt lifelong learning as your mantra so that you can be more and more successful. And finally, friends, I can only tell all of you is one big question that haunts all the overseas members. What if I go back to India? Yes, everything is fine for me in Canada. I'm having a good package, a great lifestyle. But what happens if I want to go back home? Do you think I can work somewhere? Do you think I can practice? I can only assure each one of you here that the moment you decide to go back to India, I can tell you there are plenty of opportunities for all of you in India. The profession has undergone a rapid change. Yes, 15 years back, you need to be a specialist in taxation or a specialist in audit. Today, no longer. As a chartered accountant, you can set up a consulting company in India. You can get into technology consulting, business consulting, IFRS consulting. investment consulting, financial services consulting, so many areas have opened up in India, and each one of you can be successful. This is a message which I would like to give you. So there's nothing for you to bother that, yes, once I come back to India, I'll not have a job, I'll not be successful. No. I've come across many chartered accountants who have been in Muscat, Bahrain for 10 years, 15 years, come back to India, been extremely successful. The reason why I'm trying to tell you is that India has opened up. Today, sitting at India, you can offer services to clients around the world. So you're welcome back to India anytime, and we would be there to support you. The institute is there to support you. And I'm sure, friends, with this evening, a great opportunity for all of us. And one final request to all of you is that we have the Chartered Accountants Benevolent Fund, where we help the spouses of our members in distress. This is one area where I request Vijay Gupta to help us. He has assured me that he'll help us, because friends, we need to augment the corpus of the CA Benevolent Fund. And whenever we get requests from spouses of our members in distress, we provide a support to the families of the members, and we would like to see how best we can support them. Recently, when I was in the Bombay airport, I had a young chartered accountant coming to me and said, "Sir, are you Mr. Raghu?" I said, "Yes, I am Mr. Raghu." He said, "Sir, I am extremely thankful to the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. My father passed away in a road accident, and my mother was very keen that I should be a chartered accountant, and she applied to the CA Benevolent Fund. And let me tell you, sir, the CA Benevolent Fund paid us 5,000 rupees per month for a period of 7 years. And that was a very big support to my family. And today, if I'm a chartered accountant, it is because of the support given by the Institute." And he said, "Sir, currently I'm working in Infosys Technologies, and I would like to contribute 1 month of my salary to the CA Benevolent Fund." So we have such stories where we have helped the spouses of our members in distress, the family members of our members who has passed away. And I can only request Mr. Vijay Gupta to help us in this noble initiative. We'll give him all the details. And finally, friends, I can wish you good luck on this happy occasion. Canada is a nice place to live. And I've been given to understand that members of our profession are doing extremely well, and we are there to support you. And yesterday, when I came from Toronto to, this morning when I flew down from Toronto to Vancouver, I was just able to see the kind of, the excitement that is there in this particular place. And I'm sure each one of you would contribute. And on behalf of the Council of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, I declare the British Columbia chapter of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India inaugurated. Thank you very much.